four classes of pteridophytes. In that first one, we call Psilopsida. Example, Psilotum. Second, Lycopodia. So, Lycopsida. In that example, Lycopodium and Selaginella. These two belongs to this one, Selaginella and Lycopodium in Lycopsida. Phenopsida, Equisetum. Pteropsida, again P silent, Dryopteris, Pteris, and Adiantum. So if you remember, in this Dryopteris, Pteris, Adiantum, Equisetum, Xylotum, this even Nephrolepis, right? These all are homosporous. These all are homosporous. Whereas Selaginella, Salvinia, right, they are heterosporous. With this, I have concluded entire pteridophyte topic. Do you have any doubt in this topic? Then you can ask me now.
Ma'am, can you repeat the last that you said, heterosporous and homosporous?
Which one?
The
Please
last
speak loud.
types you said. The types you
Types
said
of
of pteridophyta. Can you repeat that again?
Maitri, sorry, but please repeat again.
Ma'am, the types you said of pteridophyta. Can you repeat again?
Psilopsida in that Xylotum. Example. Okay, then Lycopsida, Selaginella, Lycopodium, Phenopsida, Equisetum, and Pteropsida, Dryopteris, Pteris, Adiantum. Now next of the plant kingdom, that's the gymnosperms. Gymnosperms okay. Gymnosperms, name that is divided into two names, particularly gymno and the sperma. Gymno and sperma. Gymnos meaning naked. Gymnos meaning what? Naked. And the sperma meaning seeds. Sperma meaning what? Seeds. One of the plant is there, suppose consider that it belongs to that gymnosperm, right? In this, seeds are formed over here on this plant. These seeds are open. When we are talking about angiosperm, one is a gymno, other is an angiosperm. Angiosperm, simply I can say that imagine any fruit, chiku, mango. So seeds are naked or enclosed. Can you tell me? Naked meaning we can easily see by our eyes without to rupture any structure. Can you tell me? Bolo Maitri.
Ma'am, they are not naked.
They are not naked. आप चीकू देखो, so चीकू in that actually outer gur part is present, which is the edible part. Inside that seeds are present. So these seeds are enclosed in case of angiosperm. But in case of gymnosperm, fruits are not there, just that seeds are formed. Right? And these seeds are naked, we can easily observe. So that's why this plant group name given, that is gymnosperms. Now, gymnosperms in that you should understand over here, these plants in which, if you know, a ovary होता है plants के अंदर, right? Ovary, inside that ovule is present. So when after fertilization, ovary converts into fruit, that fruit wall particularly, the main gur part, edible part. And this ovule converts into seed after fertilization. Once the fertilization occurs between that egg cell and the male gamete, then changes are taking place. Outer that ovary converts into fruit wall, and inside that ovule present, that converts into seed. So here this part is absent actually, right? Here ovules are not enclosed by this ovary wall, but this thing is present in case of angiosperm. This is the main difference. Ovules, ovules ही actually किसमें convert होने वाले seeds में later on. So these ovules in gymnosperms are not covered by ovary wall, but not covered by ovary wall. In case of angiosperm, this ovule covered by the ovary wall. Next. So these seeds are remain exposed, ovules remain exposed. Ovule, see, ovule before fertilization we call ovule. After fertilization we call seed. Ovule or seed before after fertilization, they are not covered by any membrane. They are not covered by any membrane. So that's why we call they are gymnosperms. They are known as the gymnosperms, or we can say that they have naked seeds. Next, when we are talking about habit, habit means these gymnosperm plants are available on this earth in which form? You know, plants either herbs, shrubs, or trees. So out of these three gymnosperms available in which form? So remember, out of these three, some are shrubs, some are trees. Tree and shrub, herbs नहीं है इसमें. Only which one? Shrubs and trees form plants, gymnospermic plants are available. Next, after that, tallest tree species, tallest tree species, tallest gymnospermic plant that we call sequoia. See, this one is that name sequoia. Write down the species name. Sempervirens. Sempervirens. Sequoia sempervirens. This is the you can see in this picture. It is a huge giant tree, not in a length wise, even in a girth wise. Their girth area is also very much. Their height is also very much, right? So this plant that we call Sequoia sempervirens, which is a tallest gymnospermic plant. See over here, ये जो stem है, stem part of this Sequoia sempervirens, इसने उसको बीच में से कट करके पूरा रोड जैसा यहाँ पे एक्चुअली बना है. गैप is created through which the transportation can take place. So you can just imagine how much their girth area, how much it's a giant plant, right? So tallest tree species of gymnosperm that we call sequoia, commonly we call redwood. Commonly we call reddish in appearance. So we call redwood tree. This one is a redwood tree. And जो इसका smallest member है, right? Smallest member, with the peak, that name is Zemia pygmea. Smallest plant of gymnosperm. That name Zemia pygmea. Just a second. See this peak. This one is the smallest member of this gymnosperm. Remember, huh? Note down कर देना. Zemia pygmea. Scientific name. Next. So habit mainly Okay, that some are shrubs, some are trees. In the tallest species, tree species, Sequoia sempervirens, commonly we call red giant wood. Smallest, Zemia pygmea. Next thing, now we are talking about root system. Root system of this gymnosperm. See, in gymnosperm, generally they have tap root system. Lower standard में आया है आपको tap root? Yes or no? ये तो learn किया होगा ना tap root?
Yes.
Can
Yes,
you tell
ma'am.
me what is taproot system?
Yes,
Anyone?
ma'am.
Can anyone tell me taproot system? बोलिए कीर्तन.
मैम इसमें से एक मेन रूट निकलता है और उसमें से अलग अलग ब्रांचेस होते हैं.
Correct. Main root and with their branches. That see that may particularly we can say that in morphology chapter I will explain. In morphology means chapter number 5. In this already this topic is that types of root system. So we will learn in that chapter. Remember taproot system. In that main root system, main primary root, from that the further branches are formed that we call taproot system, right? Now, gymnosperms in the two examples, Cycas and Pinus. Two example, one is a Cycas, other is a Pinus. First, we are talking about Pinus. Later, I will show you the peak of Pinus. First, understand. Pinus root system. Pinus root system. If you can make out over here, see, यहाँ पे ये root system है, ये brownish color का, यहाँ पे उसकी ये branches. And यहाँ in this part, पता है swollen structure, see over here. Swollen mass-like structure is present. That shows mycorrhiza condition. You know mycorrhiza, I have explained in fungi. Remember? Mycorrhiza is an association of what? Can anyone tell me? Mycorrhiza chapter 2 का टेस्ट भी हो गया, बोलो. Is an association of no one? Very good. Myco refers for fungi. Rhiza refers for roots of higher plants. Higher plant, this one, Pinus. They both live together. They both help to each other. Live as a symbiote. Fungus, see, fungus hyphae can easily grow. See, क्या इसका spreading देखो. These are fungal hyphae actually. It can spread easily and very fast. So it can spread easily and very fast. It gets the more and more it can absorb more and more water and minerals from soil, and that water and minerals it gives to that roots of higher plants. So roots of higher plants इसको क्या देंगे? Nutrition and shelter, right? So that is the symbiotic association. Roots of some genera of Pinus. Pinus के कुछ ऐसे species है in which root shows symbiotic association with fungal species, and that we call mycorrhiza. Clear? Can anyone tell me this same line? Roots of same genera of Pinus that shows association with fungi and form mycorrhiza. बोलिए आप में से कौन ये लाइन रिपीट करेगा? अरे मैंने जो बोला वो रिपीट करना है, कुछ ऐड नहीं करना है. चलिए आयुषी बोलिए. नो आयुषी बोलो. Not audible. Jaimin.
मैम एक बार रिपीट करो.
नहीं 2 बार किया, अभी क्या?
हाँ 2 बार.
अर्पिता.
roots in some genera, Pinus, of
Hmm.
fungal association in mycorrhiza.
Fungal association, fungal associate with which part of the plant? कौन से पार्ट के साथ वो एसोसिएट करता है बोलो? रूट, स्टेम, लीफ? बोलिए, आप लोगों का ध्यान कहाँ पे? Plant body we are discussing, in that specifically simple, that's the root system. So roots that shows the association with fungal hyphae, right? And that association we call the simple, like this mycorrhiza. Remember Pinus mycorrhiza arrangement. Then next, second example, Cycas. Second example, that is Cycas. Cycas shows, okay, that shows different type of root system, okay, different type of root system, and that roots we called, now listen my words carefully, फिर किसी एक को बोलना पड़ेगा, that we called corelloid roots. Cycas corelloid roots, CC ऐसे याद रखना, because इसमें confusion हो जाता है. Pinus mycorrhiza, Cycas corelloid, so उल्टा हो जाता है आपसे. Cycas mycorrhiza, Pinus corelloid, no, CC, Cycas corelloid, right? These are corelloid roots. दिख रहा है आपको जिंजर जैसा स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है एक्चुअली, right? So these are corelloid roots. Corelloid roots, just imagine over here, that's this is the Cycas plant, and here the root system is present. Now from this root system, some roots that grows upward and bifurcate, same further bifurcation occur in each part. See, if you can make out over here, in this, one, then bifurcate. यहाँ पे देखो, one, then bifurcate, right? So this type of root system, it's a specialized root system. Generally, root grows inside the soil, but this type of roots come above the soil. It emerges out above the soil, above the ground, and forms a root system. This root, and in these roots, cyanobacteria live, blue-green algae cyanobacteria live inside this corelloid root. Cyanobacteria, blue-green algae, which helps in nitrogen fixation, right? So corelloid root present in some genera of Cycas. These roots are specialized roots in which blue-green algae or the cyanobacteria live, which helps in nitrogen fixation. Now, why their name is given corelloid root? Because corals animal hai, right? When we see the structure of corals, I'll show you the peak also. Just a second, right? When we see some of the species of corals, so that corals are in that same, that's a two branches, जैसे corelloid roots में है, same way the two to one branch divided into further two, then this are divided into further two, like this branches are there, so that's why we call they are corelloid roots. Coral के name पे से इसका name है, see this picture, देखो है सेम स्ट्रक्चर जैसे रूट्स का था, कोरेलोइड रूट्स का, यहाँ पे ये ब्रांचिंग, two in each part, right? That's why the name given corelloid roots. इन चलो कौन बताएगा कोरेलोइड रूट्स के लिए? जस्ट वन लाइन क्विकली, वन लाइन फॉर कोरेलोइड रूट्स. Shubh, go.
Corelloid roots help in nitrogen fixation.
How? Maitri.
Ma'am,
Okay,
corelloid roots grow upward and bifurcate. Cyanobacteria is present in them, which helps in nitrogen fixation.
Correct. Correct. Good. And they are associated with plant. Maitri. Cycas or Pinus?
Cycas.
Correct. Cycas. So one is a mycorrhiza in root system, another is a corelloid root. Next, we are talking about that's a stem part. Stem of this gymnosperm, in that particular two examples, Cycas and the Pinus. So this is the Cycas plant, in which, if you can see, these all are leaves. So here stem is unbranched. In gymnosperm, two conditions, either stem is branched or unbranched. Unbranched example Cycas and branched example Pinus. Branched example Pinus. See, this is the Pinus plant. Branches are there in which main axis and then their branches. Right? So this is the branch structure. Pinus and one more example that we call Cedrus. Remember, Pinus and one more example named Cedrus. Cedrus. Next point, leaves. What type of leaves are present in gymnosperm? So leaves either simple or compound type. For time being, remember simple leaf, compound leaf, that we will discuss in chapter number 5. Morphology of flowering plants. In that Cycas particularly pinnately compound leaf is present. This type of leaves are known as pinnately compound leaf. Pinnately, palmately, okay, so types of this compound leaf. I will explain in chapter number 5. So in Cycas, pinnate leaves, that leaves persist for many years. Next, leaves of gymnosperms are well adapted to withstand extremes of temperature, humidity, wind. See, gymnosperms generally are present. आपने ये Cycas देखा होगा, but Pinus easily not available in India. Pinus plant easily not available in India. This type of Cycas are available in gardens. So gymnosperms actually grow in northern region of US, Canada, Europe, right? Generally in towards that polar region, North Pole. So in that extreme cold condition is there, right? Where the temperature is very, very low, wind velocity is too much high. So to sustain with these conditions, extreme conditions, that temperature, humidity, wind, gymnosperms leaves are modified. Generally leaves कैसे होते हैं? ऐसे broad surface होता है, you know, but here leaves are like needle shaped. Leaves are like needle shaped. See, दिख रहा है आपको ये shapes, right? So needle like leaves are present in gymnosperms, particularly conifers. Why? What is the reason behind that? So अगर broad surface है तो more number of stomata are there and transpiration rate उसका increase हो जाएगा. Water loss start. So to reduce all this thing, this leaf now converted into this type of structure, needle like. So their exposed surface area get reduced. Transpiration rate will decreases. Then this leaves actually covered by a chemical that we call cuticle. Cuticle से covered होता है. Generally, leaves have a very thin layer of cuticle, but these conifers have a thick layer of cuticle. Needle shape है, thick layer है, right? Then next, third thing, that these conifers plants have sunken stomata. Now you know the stomata. Can anyone tell me stomata क्या होता है? Brief description. बोलिए कीर्तन.
Ma'am, stomata are the pores present on the leaf of the plant, which helps the plant to for the respiration.
Gaseous exchange, correct, right? Transpiration में helpful है, gaseous exchange में helpful है. See, generally plants have stomata in this part. यहाँ पे होते हैं generally stomata, which is the outermost layer of leaf. So directly it exposed towards that atmospheric condition. But in this plant, see, stomata are present over here inside that deep cavity. Right? So this type of stomata we call sunken stomata. Sunken stomata. Sunken meaning what? They are embedded inside that leaf epidermis. Right? They are not directly exposed towards the sunlight, but they are embedded into this pit or the cavity structure inside the leaf. And that we call sunken stomata. That is the characteristic feature of these conifers, even desert plants. Okay, desert plants also have this type of, one of the example, nerium. Right? To reduce the water loss. Up to here, any doubt? Root, stem and leaf.
मैम
हाँ बोलो.
मैम
बोलो.
मैम एक्चुअली मेरा नेटवर्क थोड़ा खराब हो गया था तो स्टोमेटा वाला नहीं पता चला.
Root, stem and leaf. At the end, I will explain. Next
Hello.
part. Shubh, I will explain you at the end. Next part, that is the reproduction. Right? First, we have learned that vegetative parts, vegetative phase, sporophytic phase. Next, that's the reproductive phase. So gymnosperms, as I told you, they have heterosporous condition. Two kinds of spores are formed. Megaspore, microspore. Same like that heterosporous pteridophyte. Right? Next, same like that heterosporous pteridophyte cones. In this also, see this diagram. Sporophytic body on which the cones are there. Male cone and female cone. See, यहाँ पे उसके actual pictures भी है. In this one is a male, this one is a female cone. Right? In this, when we take suppose ये female cone है, you can make out over here individual structure ऐसे. Right? They are actually उसके shapes ऐसे है. But उसको arrange जो किया है in this way, so it will inside to outside in this way they are arranged. So just tip part हमें दिख रही है. Right? They are sporophylls. They are sporophylls. Now I hope you all are clear what are sporophylls. Sporophyll means in that sporangia. sporangia. In that spore mother cell that undergo meiosis, it will produce spore. Right? This concept remains same like a pteridophyte. This difference is what over here, that here megaspores are there, so we call female cone, and in this one microspores are present, so we call the male cone. Next, sporophylls get arranged spirally along an axis to form cone, or we can say that strobilus, or one more term is given, that is lax, LAX. So now understand the life cycle of this gymnosperm, right? In that, we start with that mature sporophyte. Sporophyte meaning what? Root, stem and leaf, right? आप कोई भी ट्री देख रहे हो और उसमें सिर्फ रूट, स्टेम एंड लीफ है, सो कंसीडर इट्स अ स्पोरोफाइटिक फेज. एंड एंजियोस्पर्म की अगर मैं बात करूं तो आपको अगर कोई प्लांट पे फ्लावर दिख रहा है, सो दैट इज देयर गैमेटोफाइटिक फेज. फिर फ्लावर्स तो फर्टिलाइजेशन के बाद ओके इट विल डीजनरेट. So again root, stem and leaf are present on plant. So again sporophytic phase. Clear? Alternation of generation. Sporophyte, gametophyte, sporophyte, gametophyte. So now on one plant, suppose on one plant female cone as well as male cone present. On one plant female as well as male cones are present. Can you tell me female cones are made up of what? तो टेरिडोफाइट में लर्न किया है सेम ही है. कैन यू टेल मी फीमेल कॉन्स आर मेड अप ऑफ व्हाट? कीर्तन.
मैम मेगास्पोरोफिल.
करेक्ट, मेगास्पोरोफिल. एंड मेल कॉन आर मेड अप ऑफ व्हाट? जिया.
Microsporophylls.
जिया आपका आवाज ही नहीं आ रहा है. यू आर नॉट ऑडिबल.
Hello. Hello.
नो, यू आर नॉट ऑडिबल. जिया
Ma'am, now?
ऑडिबल बट वेरी लो साउंड.
Ma'am, now?
हाँ क्लियर बोलो.
हाँ मैम, माइक्रोस्पोरोफिल.
करेक्ट, माइक्रोस्पोरोफिल. फीमेल कॉन मेगास्पोरोफिल and male con microsporophil. Now, first we will understand about that. This okay parallelly. Female con के यहाँ पे क्या होंगे? Megasporophil. So it's a one leaf like structure, megasporophil, on which megaspore mother cell are present. Here microsporophil, in which microspore mother cells are microsporangium, and then microspore mother cells are there. These cells undergo meiosis and form spores, right? Here we call pollens and here we call the right. After that, microspore, megaspore formation. See, for this first, I will show you the one peak, right? That makes you very easy to understand how this megaspores are formed. Now the things are different, not very easy that we have learned in case of pteridophytes. Yes. See, this is female con. स्पोरोफाइटिक बॉडी है, रूट स्टेम लीफ इमेजिन कर देना, उसके ऊपर ये फीमेल कॉन है. फीमेल कौन का जस्ट एक स्पोरोफिल हमने ये लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर यहाँ पे रिप्रेजेंट किया है, दैट इज मेगास्पोरोफिल, राइट. On this megasporophyll, these ovules are present. Now we use the term what? Ovule, megaspore. First we call ovule. Okay, how the megaspore develop in that we will understand. So first, female cone, remember this sequence. Female cone. Female cone is formed by that megasporophyll. So individual megasporophyll in which these ovules are present. These are the ovules over here. Right? Now, in these ovules, how the female gamete is formed, male megaspore is developed, that we will study. So, अगर एक ovule है उसको हम magnify करते हैं, then structure look like this. Outer covering and inside that group of cells are present. And this group of cells that we call nucellus. Homework में ये diagram आपको करना है, right? Outer covering of ovule that we call envelope, and inside that mass of cell is present that we call nucellus. This is the ovule. Ovule equivalent term megasporangium. ये underline करके रखना. नीट में last 10 years में 6 to 7 times ये line आई है. Megasporangium is an equivalent to dash. Ovule. Remember. Now next, this ovule, okay, this ovule structure, in that, see, so many cells are present, nucellus is present, so many cells are there. Out of this all nucellus, just one cell, see over here first, out of this all, just one cell that become megaspore mother cell. Not all, only one cell that become megaspore mother cell. Meet end हो जाएगा, please rejoin. This megaspore mother cell, you now know that further process, undergo meiosis and form 4 megaspore. Meiosis से 4 daughter cells form होते हैं, so 4 megaspore formation. Out of these 4 megaspores, these 3, if you can make out, very smaller in size and one is larger. So 3 are degenerate.